Level of delivery. We don't have that spotlight.
Stand on that. Anything's on it. One of many that for that young girl don't hurt. Let's rinse it on the weekends. Yeah. Let's go make my cake. No, man.
Undergraduate. That's actually one of the advantages of
That's good. I'm going to start flying in the Cirrus pretty soon. So,
Cool.
yeah, one of my partners is Cirrus. I don't know much about
Hey Patrick, where are you? All right, I'm going to get people up for them to tell us a little bit about the organization.
what actually did it. I could use more than what
Before we do, I'd like to introduce Jennifer Branch, who's going to introduce herself and what her role is at the Chamber, and then we'll move on to the ribbon cutting.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for being here. It's so nice to be in front of people and face to face. I'm excited. So I am the Director of Existing Industries and Workforce Development on the Economic Development team at the Chamber. So a lot of that just means that I work with the companies and the industries that are already here and helping them grow and expand. And so I work a lot with the different industry sectors, one of them being aviation and aerospace. We have our Greater Waco Aviation Alliance that I lead that group. And so I've come to know many of you and made lots of good friends, and one of them being Felix. And so we're planning on having our quarterly alliance meeting today, and we just decided it would be a great day to also celebrate some really exciting stuff that is happening with Chiota Aviation. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to the founder of Chiota Aviation, Felix Chiota.
Thank you everyone for coming today. I'm going to start off by embarrassing myself, so don't judge too harshly, okay? This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me, the land that is the land of hope and dreams, the promised land. Those of you who've heard of Woody Guthrie and Bruce Springsteen already connected the dots. But growing up in Zimbabwe, I was listening to music like that and others, and wondered what life in the U.S. would be like. And wanted to come and pursue my American dream. And on August 24th, 1995, I set foot on the soils of this very airport. Back then, it was known as Madison Cooper Airport, for those of you who remember. And I began that journey to pursue my dreams. Fast forward 26 years later, we're here today. Chiota Aviation exists. Why do people ask, you do all these things, Felix? You've got a great job. You work a week, you're off a week. You can do whatever you want with your spare time. But my journey to becoming where I am today was not easy. But this community stepped in when I needed people to step in for me, represent me, fight for me, believe in me, and help me accomplish what I have accomplished today. So how does one give back when they've been given so much by this community? I woke up one morning and I said, I've volunteered, I've done a few things here and there, but I can do so much more. What does that look like? And so I began building this program, this company. Started in McGregor in 2004, and then we moved over here to Waco a couple years ago. And I assembled a great team of people. Some of them are back there. Some of them, unfortunately, they're not here to be with us. They're training and flying. But in addition to that, in my effort to give back to the community, my goal is to create the best company that Chiota Aviation can be. That means the best resources and have the best people that can train people and take care of our students. We have some of them here today. It starts with having the right equipment, and we bought our first airplane, is that red and white one, 64 Delta. Then we bought this one next. And then probably the crowning purchase is this beautiful Cirrus behind us. In addition to that, we actually have a Brightbird simulator that hopefully those of you have time, we can have, if you have time, you can go there and hop in and have fun in it. But the Cirrus airplane was born not only by the desire that was spurred within me and the work that my team and I began to do. It caught the attention of Matt Quillen. And he reached out to us and he said, Felix, we like what's going on in Waco. We like Waco as a whole. Everybody likes Waco. Wasn't Nelly here that's last weekend, right, performing? So we had a conversation, and he said what Chiota Aviation is doing, and Waco as a community is a perfect fit for Cirrus aircraft, and the Cirrus Training Center, which is what we're going to become here shortly. So we have a great partnership. We have this beautiful asset, and to have a CDC Cirrus Training Center designation is a remarkable achievement. There aren't that many. I think the closest one is Georgetown and Dallas. So for Cirrus to be here today and for Chiota Aviation to partner with Cirrus, it's humbling, we're excited, but this has been the goal, to be the best flight school that Chiota Aviation can be.
Just like Felix said, my name is Matt Quillen. I work for Cirrus Aircraft. I'm based in Austin, just down the road. I flew up here in a 22T about half an hour ago. Like Felix said, I've known Felix since about 2010. Our relationship started, he was a DPE, and my younger brother and I, we owned and operated a flight school out of Austin. So we used, naturally, Felix a lot for as many check rides as we could get scheduled in. I mean, he's a very busy DPE. As you might know, certainly instructors know, it's hard to get Felix on the schedule. But very early on, I realized that Felix is a huge ambassador and really just a juggernaut in aviation in general. And not long ago, I just happened to be scrolling through Facebook like we do at night before we go to bed, and I saw that Felix was really starting to jump into Chiota Aviation with both feet. I knew him as a DPE and certainly a captain at NetJets, but it looked like he was really going to start committing a lot more time and effort to Chiota Aviation, like you mentioned, giving back. And I simply called him and said, man, if you would like to join Cirrus as a partner, as a training center, would you be interested in that? And of course, he raised his hand with all the enthusiasm that he always brings to the table. And I could not be happier to have Felix and his team at Chiota Aviation as a Cirrus partner. So again, let's give Felix a round of applause and thank him for everything that he does in aviation. he's an extremely humble guy, as you know. But I mean, when I think of Central Texas flying, and especially around Waco, Felix is, in my opinion, and Cirrus's opinion, you know, Mr. Aviation in this territory. So, thanks, Felix.
They're gonna want you to step up first. And your team. I'll speed up the sliding. Yeah.
Any other aviation enthusiasts can fill in, I believe, but the more the merrier.
Come on in. Thank you. Wait a minute.
Rosemary's not in there. Rosemary.
Show me how to do that. I mean, that's a dumb pilot. Got it.
And then slide.
Hey, don't cut my fingers either.
It will cut on Wednesday.